Five. Amazing technology. It's just amazing. So I'm supposed to be doing something completely different. I'm really, really, really busy with other stuff, but oh my gosh, this looks like it'd be really easy and fun to do. So I woke up at 4 or 5 this morning. Sometimes you have these nightmares and they just will not go away. So I pick up my phone, start scrolling. Up pops Matt Crowley's Facebook page, and he's talking about a movie coming out called Capturing Bigfoot. And I just love all that stuff. And so I start reading it and I read everything. I mean, I read all the comments, I look at all the links everybody gives me, and I thought, well, this has got to have a Wikipedia page by now. And then here I am at about 5 in the morning, looking at my phone to see if the Wikipedia page exists. And I'm like, there's no Wikipedia. Yeah, my voice goes really high. I just said they've put in the links, they put at least 2 or 3 good links that would create a Wikipedia page for a movie or film. So I said, oh, gosh, Susan, you got so much to do today. So I got a little bit done. It's Saturday. It's beautiful outside. I should be in my garden working. Anyway, let's see if I can do this real quick. And if there's anybody out there who wants to help me, more power to you. I've got to do this fast. And I have 3 citations that I'm going to use. If anybody has something else, that'd be great. Trying to get this to go into the Wayback Machine. These links, it's not working. I like everything archived. All right, so here's the 3 that I pulled up. Gosh, how many screens can I possibly have open? Okay, this is the one that I want. Okay, so I've got this one. This is the Austin Chronicle. That's the one I'm trying to get to what's it called? I'm trying to get it to archive right now. Okay, so I need at least, how many do I need for a, let me get my audio better. I think I need 2 good reviews for a book. So for a movie, 3 should do it. All right, so here's this one article. The next one I'm going to use is People Magazine. And then the third one I'm going to use is this one from the Wall Street Journal. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get a hold of this article if I can't get into it, because it's going to be with a subscription. So maybe somebody has a Wall Street Journal. They could give me a gift link to this, like now, like in the next few minutes. That would be fantastic. All right. So those are the 3 I'm going to start with. And that should be enough. Let's unshare and go over to my desktop. Forgot what I was doing. I was showing my desktop, wasn't I? Where is it on here? Okay, so here is the Wikipedia article. It's in my sandbox. So I'm trying to get this darn archive to save. All right. So what I do is I went to this article, Editing Bigfoot, 2012 film, and I took their article. I didn't write this, but what it did is it gives me the info box that I want to use, and it gives me the kind of outline of how a film should look, because I don't think I've written a Wikipedia page for a film before. There's plot, cast, release, and reception, references, and then this is the categories. I'm going to ignore that for now. All right. Then I went over and opened up my sandbox, and I took those things you just saw. You can kind of see them right here: plot, cast, release, reception, references. I'll show you the info box in a second. So the first thing I always do like I said, I'm trying to get this to save. so I can get rid of this off my screen. It's always the same, right? It's always the same. You're mean to do something around the house, something simple. Like yesterday, I was trying to change a hose connection, like the thing you squeeze to make the water go out. Simple thing. No, it was rusted onto the damn hose. Took me a long time to get that thing off. But the point is it's just a simple little thing I'm going to do. But no, it takes a while. Okay, visit page. Now I think it's done it. All right. I'll show you this in a second because before I decided to live stream, I already started working on it, but barely. So here is going to be, let me get rid of this. This is how it's a template. Back when I first started editing Wikipedia, we didn't have templates like this, or if they did, I didn't know they existed, where to get them. So we used to have to code it. We'd have to write it, in the code. And I kept a little cheat sheet by my desk. Now you just fill in the little boxes. Who's the author of the article? What's the name of the article? What's the URL for the article? What is the website name for the article? What is the publisher of the article? What day did I access that article? This is the archive I just saved into the Wayback Machine. This isn't, I don't need pages because there's no pages for a website format. I could put quotes in here if I really wanted to. I have done that before. I'll put English. The date the article was written, March 12th. So this is fresh off. And then I put in here a reference name. I could put Donald Duck, Scooby-Doo, whatever I want in here, but I'm going to put Austin Review because this is an Austin Review. So I'm going to insert this and you can see here it is coming up. And oops, I didn't mean to do that. In here, I'm just going to make spaces so it's more visual. And I have something turned on. I teach all my people who are new editors to turn this on. It's a syntax. A lot of people don't know to do this. It's something you turn on in here and it makes it colorful. And then it makes it so if you make an error, you can kind of see it easier. It's really nice. This is part of GSOW training, by the way, if anybody wants to help. None of you who are watching. See here, it says Austin Review right there. And that's what I'm going to be using to connect to. So let's get the next article in here. We put the URL in the Wayback Machine. So it can be doing that. I don't know why I always have so much trouble with the Wayback Machine. It takes a while for me to do stuff. Oh, this one says it was already done. I love the Wayback Machine, you guys. I know Wikipedia is important and all, and if you want to donate to something besides GSOW, then please donate to the Wayback Machine. We want to keep that nice and healthy. There's a lot of archive things out there, and they just lost one called archive.net or something like that. We're not allowed to use it on Wikipedia anymore. Okay, this says it's archived. Boy, is it an ugly archive. Let me show you what it looks like. Too many screens open. Stop that share. Go over to this share. Is that the Wayback Machine? No, that's a Wayback Machine screen. Okay, you can see how ugly this Wayback Machine archive is. This is what's saved. And the article is down here somewhere. So I've caught that. I captured that. Get it? Capturing the Wayback Machine. Gosh, I'm here all day. Okay. Let's go back to my desktop. Okay, so let's go to start the next one. Template web. So the last name is, this is the article that I'm about to do. Dodd is the last name of the reporter. Johnny. Let me copy this. This is the title. This is the article URL. Website name is people.com. Publisher is people. Access date is today. Reference name is, I'm going to put people. Now I'm going to show extra fields, English. To date, this article was March 13th. This is a tip, another thing we teach in GSOW, that you have to have, the date has to be fully spelled out. I can't put MAR, FEB or whatever like that. It has to say the full name on here. And where's the URL for the, here's the URL for the, oops, for the, nope. URL for the Wayback Machine. And the archive date for the Wayback Machine. Goodness gracious, Gerbeck. Okay. The archive date is the same as today. Okay, so show extra insert. So there's the second one. And the third one I'm going to use is this one called A New Documentary. Let's see. It's one of those long strings of letters and numbers. Where does it end? Let's try putting it in. The Wayback Machine. Should have had somebody do this for me. And this is the Wall Street Journal. Anybody out there want to give me the, I don't see anybody out there who's going to give me the Wall Street Journal. I want this, you guys. Let me put it in the comments here. I want that release so that I can look at the whole darn thing. If anybody can get that for me, I'd appreciate it. So I can see the whole article. Browser crashed. Oh. I have a feeling it's because this article, it's got all this gibberish at the bottom, at the end. Let me see if I fix this. URLs. I mean, I totally get it. The media needs to be able to, I mean, these people need to make money. Okay, this is the article I want right here. Somebody has a Wall Street Journal subscription. Could you open that and give that to me, please? So not this one. So, I mean, I get it. The media needs to be able to make money, but when it comes to Wikipedia, we want to have everything as open as possible. And in some cases, for a Wikipedia article, we want to make sure that people are able to open up the citations and look at them and see that what we wrote on the Wikipedia page is actually evidential. And we don't want to, we want to make it so free and open that, you know, anybody should be able to check our work, is what I'm trying to say. And in a limited way that this is, that we're using it. That's how it should be just used in limited ways. Okay, so the title. Here's the URL. Website name is wallstreetjournal.com. Publishers, Wall Street Journal. Access date is today. I'm going to put show extra fields. This is written on March 14th, 2026, or updated at least. Okay, it's saving the page. So I just need to put the archive in there. Done. Let's make sure this opens. trying to do it fast, and that's bad because you make mistakes, but it's Wikipedia, so people can fix whatever. Oh, it's giving me a 404. Oh, because I'm missing a number. Wikipedia can be fixed. It's like watching paint dry, right, guys? Yeah, okay, it opens up just fine. Okay, so I could put that in there, insert. So here's the 3 citations I'm going to be using. Okay, so I'm using this one. Here is what I'm going to use. Is it capital? Because it's case sensitive. Yeah, it's capitalized. Wall Street Journal. Okay, that one. Bar people in crinkle. Oops, crinkle, crinkle. And then the third one is R bar Austin Review. No, because it's 2 words, I have to use the quote marks. End quote, quote. There you go. Those are the 3 I'm using right there. And let's see if this opens up okay. AS F. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. I'm gonna preview this. Those look good. Here's the info box I stole from the Bigfoot page. So I'm going to take everything out of here and put in what I find. And these 3 articles look good. Here's this one, and this one. So far, so good. So what I need to do is I need to go through those 3 articles. I need to put everything that's in here out. I need to take everything out of here and put everything in that should be. Oh, I could probably go to IMDb. And cite that. And I could probably get a lot of this stuff. It's capturing Bigfoot. So you can use IMDb for certain things. And in this case, what we're doing right now is going to use it for like release date and some of that little stuff like that. But I can't use it to prove notability. To prove notability, I need 2 or 3 articles like this. And God, it's so confusing to explain this to people whenever we're talking about human beings. The article can't just be a brief mention of the person, place, or thing we're writing a Wikipedia page about. It has to be an article about it in more context. It could be an interview with the producer, director, that kind of thing. It could be an interview with one of the people who stars in it. But a review is even better because a review is going to be a neutral secondary source in that doesn't have a pony, doesn't have a pony in the show. So it doesn't matter to them if somebody has it doesn't matter to them one way or the other. No financial reason for them to lie about the thing. Whereas if you're interviewing a star of the film or director of the film, then it gets a little conflict of interest, of course. So I could use IMDb, and I will right here. And I'm not going to archive IMDb. So I could use it as just as a way of backing some stuff up. Here we are. Title is Capturing Bigfoot. There is no author. All this stuff is. Website name is imdb.com. IMDb. I think it's always lowercase, isn't it? Today's date. IMDb. I don't think I need to have, let me see, anything extra in here. I don't archive it. I put English. Insert. Okay, so IMDb, all caps. I just do this. This doesn't have to be done, what you're seeing me do right now. This is just for my own speed, to speed things up a little bit. Oh, I was going to share this over to the cabal. Mm-hmm. I'm just sharing that to my team. I wasn't really thinking this. I mean, seriously, I've got lots of stuff I'm supposed to be doing today that is not this. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this stuff now. Let's take a look at this. Okay, the director. Let's get this out of here. Let's just clear this all out. See how it's purple? It makes it so much nicer to be able to see what you're doing. Writer. Okay, we know it's English, we know it's United States. Okay, it says the director is Mark Evans. Look at IMDb. MARQEVANS. And it stars okay. Oh, that's a C. And there's a few more. I click on the link. Cast. Producer. Producer. Executive producer. All right, now what's going on here? Producer is, there's more than one producer. Producer. There's more than one. I don't know why. Mark Evans. Executive producer. Okay, the writer. Oh my God, here's another executive producer. How many do they have? I thought there was only one on each thing. Unless somebody quit or something in the middle of the way. Cinematography. There's another producer. Is that enough? Music. Okay, composer. Anybody watching out there want to get me that Washington Post? I mean, not Washington Post, Wall Street Journal article that I put here in the links? please? Please, please, somebody have a link to it. Cinematographer. So I can read the article without having to go through odd ways of doing it. Okay, there's no editor on here, right? Sound, music, company, network. Okay, so let's go down here to cast. I want to look and see how they did the cast on editing Bigfoot here. Oh, they just wrote them and who they are. So let's just do that. I have to put this little thing right in front so give it a bulleted kind of look. I'm going to do a space. Did I spell that right? HEIRONIMUS. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just reading off IMDb, guys. Oh, Meldrum's in here. I think he's a son. Clint Patterson is a son. I'll expand that in a minute. Okay, so that's all I have for the moment. This is all from IMDb, so I should cite it, but let me see if they did that on. Nope, they didn't do it. Okay, let's look and see what this looks like so far. I should have 4 citations. There they are. And there's the cast. And here's 1, 2, 3, 4 citations. And then this is all now. Oh, I got to change the release date. I haven't saved this yet. This isn't something you guys can see if you're to look at my article. Okay, so the release date. Okay. All right, so this is done. Now, the other thing that needs to be done is I need to see if these people have Wikipedia articles. So let's go over to that. While somebody is trying to find the Wall Street Journal article that I put in the comments, please, somebody, can you gift me that article? The Wall Street Journal article, it's behind a paywall, and I do not have a subscription to it. So if somebody could gift that, I would really appreciate it. Or if they could find a way of getting it for me so I can see the full article. It's the one it's in the description right there. You can't miss it. All right. I got a thumbs up from somebody. So somebody's watching. Hey, somebody. Thank you. I'm not all by myself. I tell you, I'm editing Wikipedia all by myself all the time, and it's just so annoying. Okay, so I need to check on Wikipedia articles for these people. So the easiest way to do that is open up a Wikipedia link. and just go through one at a time and see if they have Wikipedia pages. Because sometimes they have, but it's under another kind of name. Well, this Nate Bulletin, he's done a lot of stuff, but he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Somebody could write that for him. Douglas Ham. There's a Mia Ham and Mary Stoneman Douglas. I don't know why he's coming up. Okay, nope. How about this guy? Do you have a Wikipedia page? Nope, he's also from XYZ Films. How about Tamar? Do you have a Wikipedia page? Nope. They did something called Skywalkers, a love story, and some other film called Framing John DeLorean. Nope. Nick Spicer. Well, I wonder if maybe one of these people get a Wikipedia page out of this. Oh, there's a Sean Spicer, and there's Spice Girls, and the return of the Spice Girls tour. Phoenix Spicer. Okay, I already checked Mark Evans, right? Teresa Brooks. I have a feeling it's going to be Milgram's the only one that's going to be in here. And Tony Brooks, Teresa, which is a 1989 TV series. Nope. Okay. Next. Okay, Sandy Collier was inducted in the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame. She was named as one of the top 50 writers of all time in disciplines. Born in Massachusetts, started showing horses. I have a feeling this isn't the same person, but could be. Doesn't have a age, I don't know if she's living or dead. Cowgirl Hall of Fame, no idea. I know Bob Grimlin is the son of the Patterson Grimlin person, but he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. But I know he's in Montana on a ranch, so maybe Sandy's his partner, and that's why it's she's in there. Okay, this guy. Nope. All right, music by this Jonathan guy. Nope. He's done some stuff, and he's mentioned on Wikipedia. Okay, let's look down here. I already did Teresa. I did these. I didn't do this guy, right? This is the cast. Oh, he's Chico from Chico. Okay, so we know who that person is. Greg Lawn. Who are you? A singer or a surfer? He's either born in 1966, a contemporary Christian music singer, a member of Avalon, or he's a surfer born in 1984, American surfer from San Clemente, which I doubt because he would have been like pretty young when this movie, when the Patterson Glimlin film came out. I don't think it's either of these. I think it just has a common name. Larry Lund. Are you famous enough to have? Aha, he has a Wikipedia page. A Canadian retired professional ice hockey player who played in the World Hockey Association. Born in 1940. He's 85 years old now. I have a feeling that's not the same guy. Okay, but I have a feeling Jeffrey Milgram is. Meldrum. Yep. Okay, he has a Wikipedia page, and this is how you have to do it. You put these little links like this. Now I can say, his description says he's an American anthropologist and academic. He was a full professor of anthropology at the Department of Biological Sciences at Idaho State University. He was an expert on foot morphology and locomotion in primates. So I know he was really into cryptozoology. So let me just copy this line from Wikipedia and write this here. I should probably put a little hyphen. I think it'd look nice. Son, okay, let's just write this out as son of, what is, let me make sure I spell it right. I'm not sure, is it the son or is it the cousin? Let me look in the Wikipedia article. This will become obvious in a minute. I define Bob. Let's just write the of and then maybe we could change this. And again, I'm just making this and then somebody else could come in and fix this if they don't like the way it is. Is it son? I think pretty sure son of, okay. This person, did I already look this up, you guys? Auckland North. Nope. I don't see anybody watching this. Okay, so here's what I have now. Let's look and see what it looks like. Okay. I don't like the gremlin. That looks weird. Let's just take the out. Need another space there. Should it be, I think it should be these. I think this is probably more right. Happy Pi Day, everybody, by the way. I completely forgot it was Pi Day. I am really embarrassed. I'm losing my nerd. Okay, so here's where we are so far. I got to get the release date in here. Remind me, I've got to get all you non-people who are not watching, please give me the release date. Okay. All right, let me get something else to drink. I will be right back. All of you people not watching. Can I get something for anybody? Iced tea, anybody? Nobody's watching. All me by myself as usual. Welcome to my life. Trying to be transparent with how this is done and how we'll edit Wikipedia. So, all right, we've got everybody in here. So, let's see. Well, Matt Crowley has been here and he's liked my Wall Street Journal thing. So I know he's saw it. Maybe he's out trying to find it. So let's do the Wall Street Journal last. All right, you guys. So let's look at this article from the Austin Chronicle. So I can't use blogs. I can't use anything like that. So everything I use has to be from something considered a reliable source. So I know there's some articles out there. I've read them. They're really nice. People who've written about after they've seen the movie and what their thoughts are. But those are not vetted websites or blogs that have what we would call journalistic integrity. So we don't use those. Unfortunately, they have to publish in a place where it has to be beyond that. Now, I could use YouTube if somebody had something like that, but I tend to stick with print and web stuff. It's easier because I can just look at it. Okay, so let's go over to the SXSW film review capturing Bigfoot. Now I'm going to look at this. You can look at it with me. A fascinating story behind the most famous cryptid footage and the men who filmed it. Okay, I can't use the word fascinating, but I'm going to have to sum this up anyway. So I could use a way of summing this up. Something like this, right? I'm going to put that. Most famous cryptid footage. Okay, so I'm going back over here. Now, sometimes I usually do this last, but let's just do this really quick. Like I said, it's all changeable. It can all be changed. Okay, the story behind the most famous cryptid footage. I'm going to put hyperlinks behind cryptid. I'm going to get rid of the word famous. The story behind the cryptid footage. Okay, somebody else will have to figure that out. And the people who filmed it were I should probably keep this up in front of me. Is it Bob Gremlin? Roger, that's right. Okay, so that's the beginning. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna just mouse over that to see if that opens up to cryptid. Yeah, list of cryptids. And let's see if this opens up to Patterson Gray. Yeah, it does. And these two people do not have Wikipedia articles. Maybe they will after this. Okay. So this can change, absolutely can change. Okay, I'm just reading this article. I'll put it in the chat for the nobody who's watching this. Let me put the other one in here too, so people can start looking at that. (1967). (1967). And his name is Bob. Everybody calls him Bob. Debuted today at South by Southwest. Okay, this is Clint Patterson is Roger's son. Roger. Did I put Robert? I sure did. This is going to be a really good movie. I'm telling you. Um, Greg Long, according to this article I'm reading, is a Greg Long who almost went broke trying to debunk it. And Renee isn't mentioned in the cast. Greg Long. I could call him a skeptic, film skeptic. Okay, this might change as I get further into this, right? I don't need to have this many hyperlinks because we're going to have this right there. So I don't need it down in here. Roger Patterson's not in the cast. Well, he died a long time ago, but I would think they would use it because is this footage. Ooh, Sasquatch may not be real, but their feelings are. It's about the people in the film. That looks really good. Okay, so what did I change? Let's see. I got rid of that. I added that. Still don't have the release date. Okay, so the article I just read is going to go under reception. And then I'll be able to also use a little bit of it to fill in the plot. Let me go to the next article. This is the famed, let me show you what I'm looking at. all not nobody who's watching this. My feelings aren't hurt at all. No, I don't expect people to drop their what they're doing today, which they should be doing, and I'm not. Just to watch me create a Wikipedia page about Bigfoot documentary. Okay, the new doc offers up some startling new revelations behind the story of Sasquatch, thanks to film footage locked away in a safe for decades. Film footage locked away in a safe for decades. I'm not really great with words, so I steal where I can. I'm gonna change these words, but okay, let's see. Okay, so I've expanded that a little bit. Yeah, think about it. Billions of people have seen this film. Billions from 1967. Gee, I've seen it a ton of times. Okay, it premiered this week, so I can use that information when I get to the release part. Former rodeo star. I'm starting to think more and more that this woman that we saw who rides horses, I think it was Sandy Collier. I'm starting to think she is that person that has a Wikipedia page. I'll take another look. Remind me. All you non-people watching, remind me. Okay, this tells who Teresa Brooks is. Teresa Brooks is instructor at OLYMPIC. Okay, yay, we figured that out. Okay. Okay, so now we know who this person is. Bob Chico claims to have been person wearing the Bigfoot's suit. Okay. Wow, look at those pants. Look at those chaps. Wow. Amazing. Montana rancher. Okay, so that's that article. Now that filled in a little bit more. Let me show you what I've filled in. A little more of the casting, who's who of the story. Teresa Brooks is an instructor at Olympia College who found film owned by her father, Norm Johnson, who was connected to Patterson and Gremlin. Okay, does Olympic College have its own Wikipedia article? Let me look. If so, I want to hyperlink to it. This is how I edit. Now, everybody's a little different. Some people, they go ahead and write the whole article and then they go back and then they do the hyperlinks last. I tend to be the type of person, and almost everything I do, it's done so that like everything is complete at one time. Just totally different style, but there's no wrong way of doing editing Wikipedia. It's just that's how I do it. Okay, so that's done. Still looking. There's two people watching. Hey, two people watching. Could you, one of you, have a subscription to the Wall Street Journal or know somebody who has a Wall Street Journal subscription that they could please go in and give me the gift article for the first comment I put in this. Oh, that one person just disappeared. All right. Okay, so now the two articles I read, and I need to have that third in here, are gonna, so, oh, and I've put this in here. The story behind the film, the mini film did Roger Patterson, Robert Bob Gimlin, based on film footage found in blank, locked away in a safe for decades. I want to get that year in there that it was found. Let's see if it's in here. I think it says it in the People article. After her father's death, she'd found a canister 16 millimeter film that had been sealed away. Doesn't say. 2024. Aha. Well, it was, the email came to him in 2024 based on film footage. Based on film footage given to director. Okay, so there's some disconnect between this sentence and this sentence now. Capture Bigfoot is based on film footage given to director Mark Evans in 2024, which had been locked away in a safe for decades. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay, you might notice I'm not putting any citations in. Okay, I got that longer. I'm not putting any citations in yet because I'm building the lead. Now, normally I always do the lead last. That's this part here at the top. This is the lead. I usually do this last, but I'm for some strange reason, just it's coming into my mind right now. So I want to put it in. You don't put citations in the lead. The lead is all based off of the body. So the citations I'm going to use are going to be in the plot, reception. Yeah, this little part's going to be gone. Okay. And let's get over to the Wall Street Journal that nobody's giving me a link to. Looking to see. Nobody. All right, let's see. Let's see if it'll let me in this. Oh, it's giving me a freaking 404. Fine. Fine. Let's get rid of this. Can't seem to break into that. Make sure I didn't break anything by doing that. Okay, so I don't have that archived. All right, how am I going to get into the Wall Street Journal to get that article without subscribing? Let me try this. I'm not going to show you what I'm doing because I haven't done this before. I gotta find where I have it. Where do I have it? Where do I have it? Ah. Oh man, that's easy. Let's see if it lets me get all the way in. It's a paywall remover. I want to be able to look at this article. Okay, it's sort of giving me in. This is it. Okay, I'm in. Never mind, people. I got in by myself. Thank you. It's archive.is. Let me get this back in here. This was archived on March 14th. I just copied that whole thing. Let's see if this works or if it gives me an error. Original. Okay, got it. Da, da, da. Fine. Fine, people. Did it by myself. Here it is. Seems like I saw it also mentioned somewhere else, like the Washington Post or the New York Times. If so, I'll use that. Okay, but let me read this Wall Street Journal. Okay, I will. I just put it in the Facebook link. Anybody watching this video on my YouTube channel afterwards will be able to just go to the Wikipedia page. All right, let's screen share the Wall Street Journal article. You can read it while I'm doing it too. Gosh, this is so sad. Like the trail of damage from Patterson's pet project includes money fights, family estrangement, and bitter fallouts as friends turned on each other amid efforts to debunk or defend the footage over the years. Look at it, destroyed lives. Wow, how sad. This movie's gonna be really sad. Look at this. At a time when the internet rumors, disinformation bots, and AI powered deception have made viral conspiracies a daily scourge, the shaky film clip seems like a prequel to the confusion that has engulfed our era and eroded confidence in the very idea of truth. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna use that quote. Wow, that is really a powerful quote right there. Okay, remind me, all nobody who's watching. Okay. Now I know that Ben Radford has um, an article for Skeptical Inquirer about this, and so I wonder if I can use that. It's not about the movie, so maybe not, but I'm sure Ben's going to be writing something, and I should double check to see if he has about this documentary. Let me text him. Okay, so I'm writing to Ben Radford to see if he's written about it. So let's see. He might say he's about to write about it. I know he's really busy, so he might not get back to me right now. Wonder if there's a trailer. There's probably a trailer. I can put that under external links. $30,000 licensing fee. Ten years ago, when he first wanted to go public with the truth, his mother disowned him. Wow. Wow. The rift is laid bare in the documentary, along with Cliff's hurt over being deceived as a boy. Quote, "We got one on film," Clint says, recalling his dad's words upon returning from the 1967 exposition. And when he said it, he turned his head from me and never looked me in the eye. It's been a chip on my shoulder. Damn. Clint Patterson had been planning a book expose when the Capturing Bigfoot team approached him. He says, the documentary includes other notable figures in the Bigfoot community, including the recently deceased Jeffrey Meldrum. This is Bob Gremlin on the left. Oh, this is a great quote. Matt Moneymaker, great name. Who runs the Bigfoot organization, the biggest one. When he was told that the documentary was coming out, that they were doing a documentary based on some found footage, he says, this sort of chicanery has been going on since at least the 1990s. The film itself debunks any attempts to debunk it. Wow. Wow. This is probably the YouTube link. Let's see if we can find the trailer and put that in here. No. Wow, no trailer even. Somebody will have to put that in whenever we get to the it's released. I'm looking on the IMDb now. Sometimes I'll put the trailer there. Oh, it's just an image. I know how to put a book image on a Wikipedia page. The rules are super tight with using images. I don't know how to put a video, a screen capture of the image of the, from the movie. Somebody else will have to do that because I don't know how to do it. Okay, let me take a quick look at the Washington Post. I swear I remember seeing it like as I was reading through. It might have been the Wall Street Journal. The Secret Life of Bigfoot. That's in the Washington Post. Did I write that book? Did I write that Wikipedia article? The Secret Life of Bigfoot. I think I did. Secret Life of Bigfoot. Did I write that? Seems familiar. No, I didn't. I must have wrote something else. No, not in the Washington Post. Okay, I have a subscription New York Times. Mm, nope. I have a subscription to the Atlantic. Let's see if it's in there. Sometimes you don't find them whenever you do a Google search for some of these. Sometimes. Let me just look. Nope. They have an article, Sasquatch for president. Who out there would rather have Sasquatch for president than what we have right now? But there's a lot of people who think that is it. No, so the Atlantic doesn't have the article. Let me try Skeptical Inquirer. Since Ben hasn't gotten back to me. I think I would have noticed. I read pretty much everything for Skeptical Inquirer online. So let's see. Oh, it's right there. Ben did write about it. Goodness gracious, Gerbic. My gosh, did I not read this? I must have seen it because subconsciously. Yep, there it is. From March 13th, just yesterday. My God. There it is. Golly. I'm telling you, you guys, I wonder about my brain sometimes, but it was just yesterday. So come on, Susan, don't be so hard on yourself. I really have been busy doing a lot of things. Seriously, I have honest to goodness. Okay. Gee, many Christmas trees. Okay. I'm so excited. He's on top of it. Okay, so I'm just filling this little guy in. I could quote Ben Radford because he's posting, this isn't something that's coming up in a this isn't coming up in a, how do you say this? Like on a blog. This is actually coming from Skeptical Inquirer. Which is considered a reliable source. Okay, I'm not going to do an archive because it's going to Skeptical Inquirer. Okay, so there we go. So let's put this up here. Again, this is just for me. It's easier for me to be able to find these things. If I have them listed there for me, it'll go really quick once I have that there. Oh, I need to do a hyperlink, author link. I'm sorry. To Ben Radford. He has a Wikipedia page. And I should, let me show you what that looks like that I just did. Said hyperlinks to Ben Radford's Wikipedia page. So I should probably look and see if any of these people do. Let me take a quick glance so that I've done everything. Okay, so Richard Whitaker. Nope. Johnny Dodd. Nope. A lighting designer. Died in 1991. I doubt that's the same person who wrote for People. John Jurgensen. Shane Jurgensen. Sonny Jurgensen. What was that woman's name again? Sandy. I'm going to put a little note to myself because this is just mine. This is it's like my sandbox. It's like my worksheet. It's like a blank piece of paper. So of course I have to get rid of that before I make this live. Okay, I should probably make this live because just in case the power goes out or something like that, I don't want to lose everything I've just done. Oh, that's right. So I've got to take this out. Archive.is is gone. We're no longer allowed to use it because apparently they were allowing DSS, is that what it's called? Spam to be able to get through they weren't secure enough. So people were clicking on the links and Wikipedia didn't want to have any part of that. Okay, so I got to read this over. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Nobody who's watching. You might watch later. Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to get this summed up, what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to end the live stream. Nobody's watching anyway. And I want to be able to just get this done faster because really do have other things to do today. And it should only take me a couple hours to do this, but because I'm trying to explain as I go, it takes longer. And I want people to see how I do this or how it's done, how a Wikipedia editor does it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've showed you a lot. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this live with just these articles, unless there's something else that pops up in the next few minutes, which I don't need, and somebody else could add later, because there's going to be a lot more written about this afterwards. Once it becomes live, I still don't know the release date. I can say it was released. I suppose I could put that. Is it released when it's going to this film thing? Somewhere here. March 16th. No, it's through March 16th. When was it released? March. Just looks like a terrific movie. I had it at least twice. Where did I read it at? Looking for the word release in these articles. Let's see the date. So I'm going to just, well, it's the week of. I'm going to put the 8th until I find something better. Did I even make this live? I don't think I made it live. I gotta double check that, see if I can find that. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang up with you guys. I'm going to go through and read all 4 of these more in depth. I'm going to use them to fill in the plot. I'm going to do it vaguely. I'm probably going to quote 1 or 2, put some quotes in there in the reception area. So the receptions we're going to use it the most. And every time I do that, I'm going to use one of these quote things here. And reception, I'm going to talk about that it was released at SXSW. I'll put that in there. It's not going to be a very long section. And then I'm going to make this live. And I won't have a photo for it because I can't remember. I've never done a release of a image by for a movie, and I don't want to do it wrong. Somebody else will come along and do that. It's fiddly. And I might even expand the lead a little bit more based on what I put in the plot. Okay, so really and then I need to make sure find out if this is the real Sandy Collier. So most everything else I'm going to do is going to be done offline. That way I can get it done in like the next hour. Then once I make it live, then I have to make a talk page, which is like the the back of a Wikipedia page, like this one, this 2021 film, I will make a page here that is like a talk. And then I'll encourage people to add to it, especially since this is just now like out. So there's going to be a lot of information to put on this Wikipedia page. I'm just doing this. I know it will not be complete. And that's the beauty of Wikipedia, is it's not complete because as things change. And then I will put a link to this film on the Patterson Gremlin film See Also, and link it there. So lots and lots to do, but I can do this offline and you guys don't need to sit and watch me thinking, because that's basically what I'm going to do, is just think and play around with what I'm going to say. But I will post on Facebook and Twitter, and that I made this page, it's written, and people should go and look at it and change it and fix my grammar and that kind of stuff, because of course I'm no whiz at grammar, and that would be great. So I would appreciate it. It sounds like a wonderful film to watch. Really reminds me of what's been going on with the flat earth community. Wow, this should be super interesting. I think there's a movie coming out on the final experiment, and that will be just fascinating too. I'm really interested in the culture, the folklore behind the paranormal, how people fall into this. And I don't think they're stupid people. I just think that it satisfies that element that they felt like they needed in their life, of secret knowledge, conspiracy theories and that kind of thing. I'm really curious of what's going to happen to the Bigfoot world over this next year. I think that there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, well, this doesn't prove anything, or that's a bunch of bullshit, and they didn't really, they were all lying in this film. So I hope, no, they said, I think in one of the articles, they said they burned the suit. Gosh, it'd been interesting if the suit still existed and you could see if there were skin cells inside for DNA. That would be really cool to know, especially in the face mask, you'd be able to get from there. Oh, I don't know. Anybody else want to go see this movie with me? Let's go see it. I think that Matt Crowley just put up a link that it's going to be available somewhere, streaming. Very interesting. Okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll do it offline, that way I can get it done quickly. You guys can just check it out later. I will put this video that I've just created onto the About Time YouTube channel, so that it's just preserved for people to watch, to see how at least I create a Wikipedia page. It's not, I've done a lot of these, so I might make it look simple. It's not really simple, but it's not exactly, I mean, once you've done a bunch of them, and you really should edit often, and if you're giving of yourselves, because you're going to make mistakes and somebody's going to come along and fix that, trying to get it pretty darn good and getting it started. I want to get this out in the next hour or so. So yeah. All right. Okay. So look for this in a little bit. Take care, everybody.